You don't have to be short to be sensational. What a race.
Did you see that? Did you see that? That was amazing.
Can it be done? It's really tight to 33. They've done it.
Very fast and synchronized, totally matched here, looking great. They really nailed it. I don't think they could have done a better job.
Now the head of the race is Vervecken, ranked third in the world.
Oh, and he just went down.
What was that? Vervecken goes down. Look at this lead. They better be careful or he could be gone. Now he is benefiting from a lot of luck.
He's not giving up.
And now Vervecken wants it back, and he just takes it like candy from a baby. As Vervecken, he gets the gold.
WCSN.com brings you the countdown to Beijing.
What a performance there.
It's going to be too close to call.
And she does it.
Watch World Championships.
Unbelievable stuff here at the World Championships.
Be a part of every world record.
The new world record for the Americans.
Watch your favorite champions win medals daily. Only at WCSN.com.
The course is set. Destination, the Four Corners, where background, stats, and stories are mapped out each week. Race and track. Over and in the water. On the snow for winter sports. And on and off the floor. Meet the athletes, get the stories, and see the action as WCSN takes you inside the sport, inside the corner. The Four Corners, where only the best need a...
Welcome back to the World Gymnastics Championships. At the halfway point through the second rotation, you see the team scores. Russia on top, 96-625. China about 1.6 behind, 91-025. Then Brazil and Great Britain follow up. So Russia scoring well on bars, probably a little bit higher than I thought they would score there, in fact. Although they did have the top qualifying score the other day. China performed on the vault where they were a little bit weak and followed up with a stronger uneven bars performance. As we join the second half of rotation 2.
Great Yurchenko 1.5.
Take a look back at some of the performances in the first half of rotation 2.
No, these are the performances that we miss seeing.
Right. One and a half twister. Kiwani Diaz. Shawn Johnson will be first up for the United States. She is a dynamo on this event.
Huge Jaeger.
At the U.S. Championships this year, of course, she was the all-around champion. She won the beam and the floor. She was third on the uneven bars. Very aggressive. Got a big dismount. It's a double twisting, double layout. Oh, yes.
Wow.
She made a mistake in the qualifying round and had to put her hands down. Boy, did she nail it that time.
That'll be the most difficult dismount of the night on this event. And she nails it.
Her coach, Chao Yang, happy with that performance. Wow. Shawn Johnson, really known for her vaulting floor and balance beam, but she delivers a strong performance for the U.S. team on bars. Izbasha for Romania on the beam now.
Beautiful combination. Ferrari to backhand spring layout step out. Nice Ferrari to 2 feet.
Second on the balance beam at the European Championships this year, as well as second in the all-around. Of course, the Romanians had a great deal of success at World Championships in the past. You see pacing in the background, Nicolae Forminte. He's the head coach of their program now. No longer are Mariana Bitang and Octavian Bellu standing in the wings. Although Mariana Bitang is the personal coach for Catalina Preneur, the 3-time Olympic gold medalist who came out of retirement to help the Romanian team qualify for the Olympics next year. And she has looked spectacular here in Stuttgart. Triple twist, effortlessly.
That was a huge routine.
There's Forminte. He runs the program out there in Deva, which is in the western part, Transylvania area of Romania. Sandra Izbasha comes originally from Bucharest, where she was coached by Eliza Stoica, whose husband runs the men's program. You can see she's a head taller than the rest of the team. Very impressive young gymnast. As we look back, the score for Shawn Johnson, 15.375. On the bars, she had a 14.625 in the qualifying round. As we mentioned, she did put her hands down on the dismount, so much better effort for her and for the U.S. team on the bars. Frederica Mccree now from Italy.
Beautiful full twisting, double back. Comes right back with a huge triple twist, and you see there she goes out of bounds slightly, but that's still going to be at least a couple tenths deduction.
1/10 of a point for stepping out, and 1/10 of a point at least for the step itself. We may see more of her this week. She qualified for the all-around final. Last year at the World Championships, Italy finished just out of the team final competition, placed 9th. Mccree, she competed in the all-around in the qualifying rounds for Italy. Her highest scores came on vault and floor exercise.
Finishing up with a great double pike.
Of course, the star of the Italian team, Vanessa Ferrari, the reigning world all-around champion. We have not yet seen her today. 15.425 the score for Sandra Izbasha of Romania. Nastia Liukin from the United States. Two years ago was the world champion on the uneven bars. Last year, silver medalist.
Nastia is known for fabulous lines on this event.
Boy, look at her attack this routine.
This is awesome. Beautiful pack.
She's missing a few handstands, though. It'll be interesting to see what the judges do with this, because you have to be right on top to get full credit for these moves. Oh, nice.
Wow.
I'm so happy to see that dismount. She changed her dismount from last year, which was a double layout, which was inconsistent for her. Then she was doing a double front somersault, which is hard to land, and she added that half twist, which is much more consistent. She has a very high level of difficulty in this routine because of the individual skills plus the combinations of moves. When she hits, her start value is over 7 point, maybe 7.1 or more. And as you mentioned, she's so well known for her execution. Picking up for the score for Frederica Mccree on the floor was a 14.125. Catalina Preneur of France on the vault now.
Yurchenko 1.5.
5.5 is the degree of difficulty of that move. You see her score. Not bad. France having a pretty good day. Most gymnastics experts don't see France contending for one of the 3 medals today, but they have shown consistency, and as we have discussed, the key in the all-around final is consistency. We wait on the score for Steliana Nistor of Romania. You see Catalina Preneur, the 3-time Olympic gold medalist, waiting to perform. She turned 20 years of age. At the August 20th.
Steliana is the current Romanian champion on this event.
(16.375), a big score for Nastia Liukin for the United States. Impressive. And a 7.1 A panel score, which is a high degree of difficulty. She missed a couple of handstands, but a great dismount. The score for Nistor, as you can see in the background, we can't quite see the score. That chalk box is in the way. I'm guessing that's a 14.8. That seems about right, as we now see Catalina Preneur from Constanța on the Black Sea coast of Romania. She convinced former head coach Mariana Bitang to come out of retirement to help her with her preparation for these World Championships and the Olympics. She was the most decorated gymnast at the 2004 Olympic Games with 3 gold medals, and one of them came on this event, the beam.
Beautiful back handspring layout. Small bobble on her side aerial.
I've always liked the fact that the Romanians work very fast on beam. Seem to be very assertive. Just a little off, huh?
That's right. That's not characteristic of Catalina at all.
Oh! This is a surprise. She was so strong in the qualifying rounds. Had a 16.25 on beam.
That's right, and she is the current balance beam champion in Romania, so definitely this is their best bet for their medal on this event.
Hard to believe. I think what we're seeing is a case of nerves, because normally she is fearless up here.
You see there, she's having to rush to get off the beam because they blew the whistle, and if you're overtime, you get deducted.
Oh, she
Wow.
just barely finished in time.
Wow.
A surprisingly poor routine for the Romanians on balance beam, known to be consistent. That's not what they normally have come to expect from Catalina Preneur. We'll come back with her score as our team competition continues here from Stuttgart.
WCSN brings you another defining moment from the championship corners.
We are underway on this, the final stage from historic Val di Fiemme in Italy. What a great job. Toby Angular marked his name down in the record book. And just, with one pole, helping him up. He's across that finish line. And it has been a big win for Tobias Angerer of Germany.
The gate is down, away they go. Who's got the best start? Oh, it's very tight at the top. Lots of orange shirts up there. Here comes Robinson. He's flying. He did that in the quarterfinals. He's done it again. He's jumped his way into first position. Robinson, if he wins this, he'll win the overall as well. And he will win it. Robinson's the champion.
Beam, noun, long piece of timber or array of light. Verb, to send a broadcast signal, to smile. Beam, also known as a prop to balance on.
Oh, that was a big moment for Liukin. The first one to go on the beam in that rotation.
WCSN.com brings you a winter wonderland.
Let's get ready to take flight.
Pure poetry.
Watch World Championships.
Oh, good God!
Be a part of every world record.
This guy is capable of going really far at any time.
Watch your favorite champions win medals daily. Only at WCSN.com.
That's why he's the king.
And they've got it by about a second. The new world record for the Americans.
Falkland is there for the gold medal. And it's a world record. The Americans are on fire here in the pool.
A single line etched into space and time is limitless to some. But to others, it's the edge. WCSN embraces its wild side with athletes willing to put it all on the line for the gold. If you spin it, flip it, jump it, grind it, you'll find it all lands here on WCSN. The Edge. Stay on or falter.
Welcome back to the 2007 World Gymnastics Championships. We are at the halfway point in this competition. And as expected, the top 4 teams in the world, US, Russia, China, and Romania, in a class by themselves. Brazil, France, Italy, and Great Britain also in this team final, but not realistic contenders for medals. I'm Bart Connor along with Tasha Schweikert, and we've seen some Pretty exciting gymnastics so far, but it always seems to come down to who's going to stay on the balance beam. If you have any questions for Tasha or me, please send your comments to WCSNfan@WCSN.com, and we will do our best to respond to your questions on the air. Athletes having their warm-up as we get ready for the second half of the competition here.
All
right, we're going to take a look at the team scores here shortly. Take a look at the team scores here shortly. United States in the lead, followed by Russia, China, and Romania. The U.S. has a .65 lead over Russia. And what's important to note here, Catalina Preneur had a 15.625. Pretty high score considering so many bobbles. She has a extremely high level of difficulty, but what's important to note here is the team scores. And the U.S. is in the lead, .65 over Russia. China, 0.6 of a point behind them. Romania, a point back, but it's all going to come down to who's done the beam, and the U.S. is going there next.
WCSN brings you another defining moment from the championship corner.
Like a multiple winner here in Schladming. Here comes the split. And Reich's in front. Now the real work begins. Listen to this crowd. Almost 50,000. Benny and Ike. He's got it. First place. Oh.
Incredible speed generated by the six cyclists.
What a chess match this is.
These two are really going at it today.
Oh, very tight at the start. This race reads like an Olympic final.
WCSN.com, your destination for World Championship sports. Live events.
This is an amazing sport.
Highlights.
Carson Felix takes it from Sanya Richards and Veronica Campbell.
Photo gallery. Sports you live and love. WCSN.com.
WCSN brings you another defining moment from the championship corner.
This is for the gold medal. This is for the World Championship. Clear far post, US score. Low and winger again. The 5. That's it. It's over. The United States have won the gold medal. They've defeated Australia in the World Championship final at the Melbourne Sports and Aquatic Centre.
Welcome back to our live coverage from Stuttgart, Germany of the women's team final. We are ready now for the second half of the competition here. Very nice Yurchenko double twist for Frederica Mccree. We saw her earlier on the floor. Romania will be on the floor. This is Daniela Druncia. Her teammates call her Dulcinea. I happen to know a little Romanian. That means the sweet one. She's 16 years of age. Beautiful triple twist. Her best event is the vault. She was a member of last year's World Championship team.
Great full in. Daniela scored a 14.475 in the qualification.
Fourth in the all-around at last year's Romanian nationals.
Beautiful combination pass. That is her bonus pass. One of the many bonus passes. We haven't seen too many consecutive flipping passes for the side pass. Great double pike to finish.
You mentioned that combination. In each event, there are 5 element group requirements that the judges are looking for, including a pass like you mentioned, which is with 2 different types of saltos. Basically, there are 4 element group requirements plus a dismount. Each of those are worth a half a point towards a team total. So if you fulfill all the element group requirements, you get 2.5 points towards your individual score. Normally you see a little more enthusiasm from the Romanian team.
Für den Sprung von Frederica Mccree aus Italien 14,80.
The score for Frederica
Currently
Mccree,
in
40.8 on the board.
4th place
Die noch amtierende
in the team competition.
Vanessa Ferrari.
Steliana Nistor is putting a little chalk on her feet to get ready for her performance. Pauline Morel, 14.275 for France on the uneven bars. Once again, as I said, this is a 4-ring circus, 4 events going on at a time.
40.275.
Und Daniela Preneur aus Rumänien kam auf 14,375 am Boden.
On the floor, the score for Daniela Preneur, 14.325.
You hear that, 14.325, the score for Daniela Druncha. Steliana Nistor waiting for the green light to start, as is Nastia Liukin. We saw her spectacular routine on the uneven bars. She has made a terrific recovery from an ankle injury that has hampered her progress and sprained her ankle prior to last year's World Championships. Wasn't able to be in her best form there. Really impressed with this young lady. Some might think that she would be a little fragile, but boy, she is. Her toughness is deceiving. She is mentally very focused. And I have to hand it to her parents. They certainly don't baby her in competition. They just throw her out there and say, you do it. And I believe that really comes from her. She has an intensity and a focus that when you just meet her, you might not sense that she has that fierce determination. But as a former world champion and now somewhat of a veteran on this team, really interesting to see what she contributes in terms of leadership to this program.
I'll have to agree with you, Bart. Nastia is mentally phenomenal. A lot of coaches will say they wish they had Nastia's mental toughness with, you know, someone else's body strength. And I mean, literally, a combination of this gymnast would be unstoppable.
Oh, no. Oh.
Oh, man. Oh, no.
Now, what happened there? Normally, she does a 2.5 twist, sometimes a triple twist dismount. It looked like maybe her foot slipped off. I didn't see it. Did you?
I didn't see any slip whatsoever.
Here's a 6-time world championship medalist. Beautiful execution throughout. The 17-year-old was born in Moscow, lives in Parker, Texas. She's coached, of course, by her parents, Valerie Liukin, Anna Kochneva. Score for Drunchia, 14.375, as we mentioned. Nastia Liukin had a 15.975 on the beam in the qualifying round, but when you miss a foot and do just a simple single tucked backflip, you're talking major deductions. You miss an element group requirement of a minimum level of difficulty. As we look at Vanessa Ferrari, the reigning world all-around champion, nice double twister. Back to Nastia, that is going to hurt the U.S. team dramatically. Not only does she not fulfill the element group requirement, but deductions compound. 15-1 was the score for Ferrari. A little sloppy in the air on that double twister. Not as clean as some of the other ones that we have seen today.
That's right. You see her go to the line slightly. That'll be an added deduction in her score. Bart, I'm still in shock right now about Nastia's beam routine. I don't know what happened. I'm still trying to think about it, and I didn't see a foot slip. I don't know if
it could be that ankle injury that's re-aggravated. I know that it swells up constantly. After every practice, she has to ice it, and she has done her best to baby that. But we'll wait to see the score for Nastia Liukin. Back over to the floor for Romania.
Beautiful full twisting double back for Sandra. 2.5 punch front full. Very nicely done. Oh. There she attempted a triple turn, which is bonus, but looks like she got a few tenths of deduction there. Front double twist. Small landing to the side.
She had a 15.15 in the qualifying round.
Front full punch front 1.5. Last year at the World Championships, she was third in the all-around.
Nice triple twist.
Very nice routine. A few landing deductions that are uncharacteristic of the Romanians in this event. Beautiful. Full in for the first pass. Sandra's one of Romanians' key competitors on this team. She's one of those gymnasts that stay very consistent through the events and throughout the competition. Not someone to shine on one event, however, stays consistent, so she is one to count on for the team. Score for Nastia.
The score for Catalina France, 40.55.
Und Sandra Luka, die Straße aus Rumänien, kam am Boden